Hello. Hello, everybody. How's it going? That's cool. I don't know what the Science Center is, but sounds cool. I'm home. Yeah, I really just planned on leaving the camera on them and not saying anything. But yeah. Then I'm not gonna let them eat each other. That's a bad thing to say. Time out. No eating buns. Yeah, I actually had a good Easter. Yeah. Bunny's got a bunch of treats. I don't know if you can tell. He got them a bunch of treats. He'll deny it, but he totally did. I went to the store with him and I told him to get me stuff for Easter while I get stuff for my nephews. And he came back with a shit ton of stuff for the bunnies and just some candy for me. And I was like, well, I guess I can't, say no to the bunnies, but I was kind of hoping to have an Easter basket. But whatever. It's all good. My bunnies are where it's at, so. Coney, come on. Why are you gonna love April? Oh, there's gonna be a Friday the 13th. That's cool. My birthday's in April. The 26th. Oh, that's not gonna work. I'm trying to figure out what I can leave my phone on so I don't have to hold the phone for the stream because I'm lazy. It was easier when I just had one bunny and I could just do this. But now I got two bunnies. Welcome back, everybody. So, Coney, did you have a good Easter? Coney turned 5 like 2 weeks ago. And the baby is like 10 weeks old. Oh, look at that. So close yet so far. I don't have a favorite. I mean, Coney's like my firstborn, but the baby's pretty freaking cute. They're just two very different bunnies, so I don't really have a favorite because they both offer something different. Like, if you want to cuddle and be lazy, Coney's your guy. If you want to watch a bunny be like a freaking moron and like go crazy, then this guy is your guy. Or this girl. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. What do you think we should name the bunny? Any ideas? Because still don't got a name. Dogs or cats? Dogs, I guess. Rather pick bunnies, but yeah. Name it Cake Slayer. I don't think you'd like that. What do you think? I don't think Coney would like that, honestly. Coney might like the baby less if its name was Cake Slayer. Because it's a dwarf rabbit, we were thinking if it's a boy, we would name it Gimli. Because that's like my favorite dwarf that I know of. We don't know if it's a girl or boy yet. Rabbits, when they're young, you can't really tell their gender right away. So, just like, that's why Coney has a unisex name. I just named it Coney. If it's a girl, name it Holly. I don't know. I really don't think it's gonna be a girl. I kind of like figured Coney was a boy when we got him, but I didn't know for sure. And I have a feeling this guy's a boy too. Coney, what do you think? Cool. See, Cake got him this little log thing that he hasn't touched, because Coney doesn't like things, just like he's had this since we got him, and it's like never been touched. The baby, though, loves all his toys and stuff. This treat thing. Cake got Coney and the baby this treat thing, and the baby like immediately went at it, and Coney already finished his, but I took it away when I cleaned their cages this morning because it was all gone. But we didn't see him eat it at all. He does cute things in secret. He doesn't let us see it. That's it. Cake or Zach? Cake obviously is my fiance, and I don't even talk to Zach anymore, so that was an obvious choice. Coney bun. Who's a chub bun? Who's a tiny bun? My bunnies are better than at Left 4 Dead? Yeah. They've never played it ever, but sure. Don't chew on the phone, baby. Coney bun. Big bun. Tiny bun. Big one. Small one. Red fish. Blue fish. One fish. Two bunnies. Call it Oreo. I actually had a hamster named Oreo growing up, and they were also dwarf hamsters because I had two of them, and I put them in the same cage because I was like, oh, they're tiny, I could put them in the same cage. And one was named Cookie, the girl, and the boy was named Oreo. And Cookie ate Oreo. It was a bloody mess. The worst thing I've ever seen with pets. It was so gross. So yeah, I'm not gonna name him Oreo. I think that would probably be a curse. You're looking up names for bunnies. Yeah, I remember doing that. And it was like Thumper was like every other bunny name. Thumper. One of my family members said if it's a girl, I should name it Judy Hopps, like from Zootopia, but don't really like the name Judy. I really like the name Gimli for boys because he's a dwarf rabbit. Gimli's a dwarf. So, yeah. It's just the girl name we're not sure about if we have to come up with one. I live with two dogs right now. Someone said they had two dogs in the chat. I always forget to like mention what people in the chat are saying, otherwise it doesn't make sense what I'm saying. But yeah, I live with two dogs right now because I'm living with my family. Me and Cake are living with my family. I think it's like one here. Yeah, it's like one. Scared me. Where is Cake? Cake's at work. Yeah, he doesn't get enough donations, so he has to have a job. It's brutal. Also, YouTube makes it really difficult to make any kind of money. But yeah, so Cake's at work. It's my off day. This is my last day of a 4-day weekend. Then I go back to work tomorrow. I'm not really looking forward to it because I always feel like 10 times more sluggish when I go back to like work or school or something after having a break. I assume y'all just had like a spring break or something. Do you guys have a good Easter or spring break or whatever you do in the springtime? Hey, Tony. Whoa. What's up, mustache bun? Miniature mustache. Mustache part 2. Mustache part 1. Coney just likes to get pets. The baby really likes attention too, so, but he also likes toys and stuff. He or she, I don't know, but the baby won't drink out of a water bottle, so I got a water dish, and then it kept like kicking stuff into the water dish, so I had to put it on like a dish rack that I bought at Walmart, just so it wouldn't get litter in there. And it's working pretty good, but it makes like the baby's cage look like 10 times cooler than Coney's cage, so I almost want to get Coney the same thing, just to like, I don't know, add some definition to his home. But the thing is Coney's really freaking big. I can't think of a good reason to give him less space. So, probably not gonna get it. But there's like 3 of these balls right here. And I gave one to Coney, assuming he wouldn't like it, and he didn't. So, that's why Coney doesn't have one. And then as for the bed, Coney used to have a bed when he was the baby's age. And he hated it. He would like tip it over. So, that's why Coney doesn't have a bed. Coney prefers to just lay down. Are you going to demonstrate that right now, Coney? You gonna lay down? No? Okay. I'm not going to name the baby Coney V2. Because no one can live up to Coney. Coney is his own person. The baby's still just eating. That's one thing they have in common. The baby really likes to eat. But, Coney, what he'll do is save half of his food for later in the day. Do they like each other? Yeah. They really like each other. Unfortunately, though, Coney went from being all cute and kissy with the baby to now he, like, tries to hump him because they're rabbits and that's what they do. So, I really haven't been having them out that much together. Or when I do, I usually end up having to, like, pick Coney away, or the baby away, because Coney's very lonely and tries to hump the baby, so that's super awkward. Another reason, I should just get more bunnies. I should each get them a girlfriend. Yeah? Coney likes that idea, apparently. This baby is practicing the dun bun method. One of your dogs tries to hump your other dog? Yeah, I mean, the dogs I live with now, they're both males, and they try to do it. Like, all animals just, like, don't care about the gender. You know, they just, like, will do anything to anything that's there. And, you know, like, animals are always so cute until you see them, like, hump the other one's face, and you're like, wow. Yeah. This guy looks like... I know Coney's like a loaf of bread when he lays down like that, but this guy looks... I don't know, because he's like so skinny. He looks like a burrito when he does it to me. I don't know. What's going on, Cone Man? Yeah, but Coney just turned 5 like 2 weeks ago, so he's an old man. I'm hoping he lives for the full expectancy of rabbits of his breed. You know, he's been healthy up to this point, so I'm really hoping that he lives. You know, maybe immortality will be discovered, that'd be cool. But I don't know what I'd do if Coney were to pass. I've lost pets before, but Coney's, I don't know, different. Coney's different. Hamsters are dogs. Dogs. I've had, like, my fair share of hamsters growing up, and usually ended in disaster, especially when you have dogs. So I guess dogs win that one. Whoa. Here, maybe I'll take the baby bun out. Put this up for a second. The unfortunate thing about the baby, I don't know if he'll or she'll perfect it like Coney did. But Coney potty trained himself after like a year or two of, you know, us putting him in the cage whenever he went to the bathroom outside the cage. Hold up, this isn't working. So Coney potty trained himself, but the baby is not really showing that restraint. So it's hard to say if he'll be able to, or she'll be able to roam around free like Coney can. Let's see. What is this? Probably weren't there, but were you watching Zach's stream? No, I don't watch his stuff anymore. I'm not, like, in the videos or anything anymore. I'm not affiliated with Last Touch Gaming anymore. Just Cake. So, no. Why? Not friends. So, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of you started watching my Stupid Bunny videos because of his channel, or Cake's channel. And, like, I totally get it if you don't care to follow this shit anymore, because I'm no longer part of that channel. It's fine with me. I'm still just gonna be making bunny videos. Like, that's what I do. Whoa. The children I live with are screaming. Because they're kids. And that's what kids do. So, yeah. Do I like Cake? Yes, Sandy, but I totally like Cake. The person? Or the food? I kind of like the person more than the food. I don't really care about the food as much. I love dessert, but cake isn't my favorite dessert. The food. Yeah, I just told you. I prefer Cake the person. Do I like Minecraft? Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's one of like the only good games made in the last couple of years that you can play alone. Everything's multiplayer these days, and like it depends on you having to have like a big group of people or something for it to be fun or interesting, and it's just kind of shitty. Like, I miss RPGs so bad. There hasn't been a good RPG since like Skyrim. I know Cake will say Dark Souls, but like I just never really got into the story of Dark Souls. But I do acknowledge that it's good RPG. And then he plays Dishonored as well, which I think does have a good story, but I've never really got into the gameplay. So, yeah, I just miss RPGs like Skyrim and Dragon Age. Like, those were my favorite ones. Fable even was really good. The whole moral compass of it all. And Borderlands is my favorite game series. And that had like good story as well as being a great game to play with friends. And so, like, of course, the third one, I mean, it seems as likely as Left 4 Dead 3 at this point. So, just been really disappointed with video games lately. I tried playing Fortnite and I didn't like it. And then a certain person, like, ridiculed me for not liking it because it was cool, and it just made me not want to play it even more. And that's kind of why we're not friends, so... because shit like that would always happen. I liked PUBG, though. I still like PUBG. I haven't played it in a while because I haven't played video games really in a couple days, other than that amazing Left 4 Dead 3 beta that Cake had on his channel yesterday. But I would totally kill to have an RPG back. That was, like, good. Everything's either convoluted or, like, the gameplay just, like, shitty. I hear Far Cry's are good. Especially the 5th one. I never really got into the franchise, and I don't know if I'd, like, be able to get into it without playing the previous games, but, I mean, I did that with Skyrim, so... maybe I could. We just don't have a lot of money to be spending on video games. Like, even when Cake gets new video games, it's usually because the crew or the friends of his will chip in and help out because they want to be able to play the game with him. I actually just really miss having my computer. Because I would play the shit out of Sims. I miss Sims. And I would say Fallout's an okay, RPG that's come out recently, but I didn't really like the last installation of the game as much as everyone else did, and then I see even the people who liked it stopped playing it after a while, rather than, like, every other Bethesda game where, like, people are still playing Skyrim. But, because I really did like the Fallout series for quite a while. It was a good RPG, but I just didn't like the last one. I mean, I know Fallout 3 and New Vegas are, like, the best ones, if you ask me. I'm pretty picky when it comes to games. Maybe I'll play Far Cry. I don't know. And I don't know what the heck Blood Dragon is. Is that another Far Cry game? I don't know. You got Sea of Thieves for free on Xbox? That's cool. DJ, like, paid for Cake, or paid half for Cake to have it. So that's pretty cool that you got it for free. Cake wasn't gonna... he said he wouldn't spend $60 on getting Sea of Thieves. But now we have it. Okay, so I don't have a favorite bunny. But you guys can tell me which bunny is your favorite. I know you've hardly got to know this guy so far. Or this girl. But would you prefer Coney or the baby? Why does Cake hate the bunny so much? Really just to annoy me, but I mean, he doesn't hate them. He'll pretend he does and, like, call them names like rat and stuff, and he called Coney the F word for a really long time. I had to get him to stop that. It took me like 2 years to get him to stop calling Coney the F word. But Cake is because Cake is triggered that they're better than him in Left 4 Dead. No, that's not the reason. He doesn't hate them. He just does it to like annoy me, to trigger me. Basically, he'll make fun of them. But I think he has a hard time because they have sharp nails, whether they're cut or not, and they can like scratch you because they'll try to get away if they don't really feel comfortable with you. And Cake's problem is that he gets like nervous picking the bunny up, and so the bunny gets nervous, and they never really have a chance to like cuddle. But if Coney's just laying down like this on a surface or the bed or something, he'll pet him. Easy peasy. So it's not that Coney hates him. I mean, he doesn't or Cake hates him. I mean, it's not that Cake hates the bunnies. Okay. Who's screaming in the background? The children I live with, because they're homesick, so they're just chilling and having fun. But what was I gonna say? Cody has destroyed the Wii twice and a few phone chargers. And the baby did pee on Coney like a week ago. But, I mean, to be fair, the baby isn't potty trained. So, not really their fault. But, yeah, Coney has been with us 5 years, and he'll destroy a charger or any kind of cord any day, happily. So, that's why I usually have to, like, baby-proof the whole freaking room so they won't destroy stuff. I played Dead Rising and I did not like it, so that is not a good game to recommend. I think this is the longest stream I've ever done. What's my favorite sport? I loved playing tennis. I enjoy watching hockey. And I used to be on a bowling league, so pretty much the widest sports you can imagine are my favorites, unfortunately. I'm not into hockey as much anymore, but I'd still pick up a racket and play tennis any day. And because of my nephews, I actually go bowling with Cake sometimes. And I still enjoy it. I'm just not as good as I used to be when I was like 5 years old bowling in a league. But I really love playing tennis. I wonder if my family is like outside the door being like, who the fuck is she talking to? Because that's what I would do. Coney, what you doing? Oh, your favorite is professional wrestling? Yeah, I actually loved watching wrestling growing up, too. I would never wrestle myself. I mean, me and Cake wrestle all the time for fun, but I'm saying I would never be into wrestling professionally, but I enjoy watching, like, WWE as a kid. I loved it so much. And I have a lot of the games, like W2K14 and shit like that. I have like every year for the last like 4 years of those video games. Mainly just to make like a shit ton of weird characters and then make them all fight each other. I wish Saints Row would have another game in its franchise that wasn't like as shitty as Gat Out of the Hell. You know, somewhere between, like, 3 and 4. Because I like those games. So. Why are you trying to push it away? Drink it. Oh, fuck. I need to get him a new water bottle. This was the one I got for the baby that the baby wouldn't drink. And I'm like, oh, it's bigger, so that would be cooler. And I only gave it to him because I bought him an even bigger one, and it flooded his entire cage. You gave up? You just give up on drinking water? I don't even know what time it is. It's 1:36. Cake will be home in at least 2 hours, probably more, depending on what he does after work or if he has to stay late. That's me burping. You like these streams? I am like so insecure that they're the most boring piece of shit on YouTube right now. So, thank you. The baby's trying to destroy the phone, if you can't tell. That's my phone you're chewing on. I need this for work. Social media is a big part of my job. And also I make videos of you guys every 10 seconds, so I kind of need a phone. She loves the phone. Yeah, she likes to destroy shit. I think she got that from, or he got that from the bun over here. But, yeah, because originally, before this dish rack, for like an entire day, I had a cardboard box just tipped over, put in here to balance the water dish on, and it was destroyed when I woke up the next day. And so, got him or her a dish rack, because they're a little shitty bun, sometimes. But, yeah, I guess it is like a live Q&A. I mean, who doesn't like talking about themselves? Would you rather use old memes or watch someone else use old memes? I'm not gonna answer that. I'm pretty sure that's directed at Zach, so just stop. Like, what did I do yesterday? Well, Saturday I actually celebrated Easter the most, I guess, because I watched my nephews open the Easter baskets from their grandparents. I gave them Easter baskets for me and Cake, and we went shopping for one of their birthdays that's this month. And, which is really cool because me and Cake went to Toys R Us since it's closing down. And he was all excited. He's like, I'm gonna get all these Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they were all gone when we got there. And so were a lot of the cool toys, so it was a little slim pickings. And, but anyway, so I gave the kids Easter baskets after I organized an Easter egg hunt for them to do around the house, which, my sister had no idea I was planning for her kids. She really liked it. And they really liked it, and at the end I gave them prizes, which were really just their Easter baskets. And then yesterday, my sister gave them their Easter baskets, since they're her children after all. And they had a shit ton more candy than the ones me and Cake made for them. The ones me and Cake made for them had more, like, toys and stuff in them. So, but didn't do a lot yesterday. I mean, me and Cake watched, like, TV and stuff. Oh, let's see. Are you and Zach not friends because he uses old memes? No, we just don't get along. Is all Toys R Us closing? I don't know if they are all closing. Probably. And then, do you still watch WWE? I'll look up stuff every now and then, but I do not have, the same setup on my television as I did as a kid, so I do not watch WWE, currently, really. But I do keep up with current events. I try to, anyway. It's hard. when there's so many other things I could be doing. Like being with bunnies. They're kind of my favorite. Welcome back, Mr. Panda 101. I think I'll let this stream go on for an hour and then I'll be done, because it's 46 minutes right now. Happy birthday, Coney. Aw, he appreciates it. Yeah, he turned 5 2 weeks ago, so I know I mentioned that like 3 times, but just in case you didn't hear it, he definitely had a good birthday. I gave him a strawberry, and of course the baby got a strawberry too, but... Is it weird that your new roommate is a male porn actor? Yeah, that's kind of weird. Mainly because you should address them by their name and not their profession. God, Sandy Mutt, could you be any less PC? This is a politically correct stream, okay? You know how Cake has family-friendly streams? Well, I have politically correct, socially justice war streams, okay? So let's talk about misogyny in video games. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, Coney's just like you. How is Coney just like you? Do you have really big ears as well? There's always people at your apartment. Well, whether your roommate's a male porn star or not, it's pretty uncool that he has people at the apartment all the time without discussing with you first, because that's just rude. Oh, you have a bunny named Zoe, like Zoe from Left 4 Dead? That's cool. Why didn't you name it Rochelle? Rochelle is clearly better than Zoe. Right, Bunny? No one agrees with me? Are you and Zach not friends because he is annoying? I'm not gonna call him names. We're just not friends. You guys should probably stop asking questions about it, though, because I don't really, feel comfortable talking about it too much when he's not here to give his whole side of the story or whatever it may be. Luckily, he doesn't do it in the apartment. Well, I would hope he doesn't shoot pornos in your apartment, because I don't think that is abiding with the law. I think you have to have, like, a business license. You just triggered a few people by saying Rochelle is better than Zoe. That was kind of the point. I actually do really like Rochelle. Sometimes. I like them all a little bit. Zoe's, she's got her own thing, and Rochelle has her own thing. Can I name the bunny Zoe? If it's a girl, I will not name it Zoe, because I just don't like the name. I'd be like Zoe 101, you know? You need pills? I don't have any pills. I just have bunnies. You're welcome. You got Cars 2, the game, for free on Xbox? Wow, what a steal. If it's a boy, can you name him Marty? If it's a boy, I'm probably going to name it Gimli. Like, I've said that a few times. I don't know why you want me to name it Marty if it's a boy, but I don't hate the name. So, if something happens that makes me hate the name Gimli, which I doubt because Lord of the Rings is like one of my favorite things in the entire world, I'll name it Marty. Oh, you're watching Back to the Future. See, I've only seen that like 1 or 2 times, so didn't really think of that immediately. You got Sea of Thieves. How did you get Sea of Thieves free on Xbox? It's like $60 to be on a boat. Lewis is better than Ellis. I do totally agree with that. Lewis is like a babe. I love him so much. Also, I kind of make fun of Ellis and Zoe the same way. Cake makes fun of the bunnies simply because it bothers him. Cake gets triggered way more often than he'd like to admit. True facts. I'm like spitting the hamper on my arm while I'm making this stream because I think I have ADHD, so that's cool. He's your favorite Left 4 Dead character, but your friend loves him, so you have to be Bill. Yeah, Cake would piss me off because whenever we would play... Because I always want to be the girl character, no matter really how she looks or acts or is. I just like girls and women. They're my favorite. But Cake would always pick Zoe when we played Left 4 Dead 1 campaigns, and it would piss me off because I'm just like, dude, I'm Zoe. And then he'd choose Bill every now and then when he was being nice. What did I just say about Ellis? You heard me, Sandy Mutt. Ellis ain't shit compared to Lewis. Oh, you have some weird hacky way of getting Sea of Thieves for free? That's cool. I don't really care about making that much of an effort to find loopholes. So, you love F13. You're going to make a video about it on Friday the 13th. I'm positive that Wow Such Gaming and Cake Slayer will be making a Friday the 13th video. Because that's the shit they do. So, just a heads up. They're probably going to do something like that. Because I think they did it last Friday the 13th. I really like that game. I love all the movies, too. I really like horror movies. They're kind of like my favorite. Me and Cake watched a horror movie just last night, or the night before last night, and it was pretty shitty. It was called The Disappointments Room, but it was directed by the guy who plays Captain Cold in The Flash and is like in that Prison Break show. He's like super cool, so I expected the movie to be better, or it was written by him, I should say, but it was kind of a disappointing movie. Go figure. Is life life? No. When life gives you lemons, give them to your rabbit. You don't like this? Cake bought this for you special. Do you not like it? He's being weird. Maybe the baby will like it. You know the meaning of life. What's the meaning of life? Cake, the food is not good. What? Thought you were saying you liked cake. Oh well. Memes are the meaning of life. I can totally see that. You think that movie is a disappointing movie, then watch Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving sounds like a Thanksgiving-related horror movie, and I would totally watch that on Thanksgiving. I love all horror movies, whether they're cheesy or gory or just like creepy or paranormal or like not paranormal, but like, I don't know, witches and shit. I don't know. I like it all. The Emoji Movie is the best movie that has ever been released. That is not something I agree with. Coney's favorite movie is Space Jam. And the baby's favorite movie is Looney Tunes Back in Action. You saw Cooking with Huck Bako and or something like that, and now I think cake is gross. I have no idea what you're talking about, but if it's like one of those things like Filthy Frank does or something, where it's like human cake or something, like that shit is so gross. Just the word like cake, like ugh, makes me scared when it's in a video released by them. You have a question. Okay, what is your question? Oh, the cooking stuff is worse than Filthy Frank? Then yeah, it's probably really gross then, because his stuff's already pretty bad. So I imagine not eating cake being easy after watching that kind of thing. Are you and Cake dating? No, me and Cake are dating. We're actually engaged, so suck on it. Here, I could, here, I'll give you a little preview. That huge fucking bag right there of candy in the background is what we got for the kids and us to eat for Easter. And there's still like a million pieces of candy left. It's ridiculous. Safe to say I won't be asking for dessert for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream in a couple minutes, guys, so if you do have more questions, I'd ask them now. Don't chew on the phone, man. What just happened to the stream? Can you guys see the stream? Because I can't. I cannot see the stream. Is there still video? Is there no longer video? What the hell? That did it. Alright. So, anyway, I think the stream's back up. Video anyway. So, yeah. Ask your questions now, because I'm going to end it in a couple seconds. Yeah, I tried using the bubble effect just to see if it changed up the camera. Here, I'll put it on. For the last minute, you get bunnies and bubbles. You're welcome. Coney, do you like bubbles? Math or English? English was always my favorite subject in school, other than, like, electives and stuff. I've always been really into reading, and I have an amazing vocabulary, and grammar and punctuation come very easy to me. So, not to brag, but I love that shit. Coney or cake? Cake, and then Coney. Mirdis, is things cool? Things are cool with me. I'm just chilling, making an hour-long bunny stream. You know. You're not gonna make it through this? Why do you keep saying I'm not gonna make it? Like, what are you freaking out about, Panda? Here, let's have a dance party. Let's cheer things up. Coney or cake? I said cake already. I would definitely choose the love of my life over the pet of my life. I don't know how else to say that. These are like crazy weird. Take on me. Take on me. Alright, back to normal. Okay, I'm gonna end the stream here. Cause, you know, it's been over an hour. So, hope you guys liked the stream. Hope you had fun watching the bunnies. 2 more minutes? Why? Why 2 more minutes? What do you want me to do in those 2 minutes? It's just me and the bunnies, man. I'm not, like, playing video games or doing anything interesting. So, I'm just gonna go. Alright. It hasn't been 56 minutes. My thing says it's been an hour and 2 minutes. Get my kids. I don't got kids. I got bunnies. I live with kids, though, and they're the greatest. Alright. So I am leaving. I love you all. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great Easter. I hope you had or are having a great spring break. Goodbye, guys.